Hello everybody. This is a different setup. As you know, I was working towards having two desks. So this is my secondary, the one I just created. And so I want to test it out. So I thought I'd make a video and we can test it out at the same time. Now what I have done is I have two boxes on my left. So yeah, we're just going to make some ephemera. Nothing mass making or anything. Just, as I go from my scraps. Now these are the scraps. There's paper scraps in here. There's the napkins. I do have this too. Like little ones like this, which should be in my other box actually. But yeah, so these are just scraps. Oh, there's some material here too. And then this one is the smaller scraps. Oh, what's that doing in there? There we go. I have a tag thing here, some doilies. Yeah, just scraps. I got some tags here too, which this one I'm not ready to work on. Well, we'll leave it in there. These we could work on. These are thank you for something I had bought. Here's another tag we'll do another day. It's basically just little things like these from when I got the fairy stickers. They came in a box. So this part was the front, this was the back. So it was like this, but it was a box. It was about, I don't know, quarter inch. So I cut this out, the front and the back, and I figure I could use it, right? You put something over top, something like that. You still see the borders. Cut this off, put something here, a focal point, and you leave that for writing, and there you go, done. Oh yeah, and then I have these fleur-de-lis stickers that I haven't been using. I want to start using them. Just stuff you have around the house. There we go. I see it. It reminds me. Oh, there's some napkins in here too. And then there were all of these guys I had done. So yeah, these are smaller scraps and those are the bigger ones. These are the ones I have chosen. We won't do this today because I'm just doing a quick video. We'll just do those three. These are stickers I found in with my focal points. Now my focal points are divided into 3 boxes. So this by itself could become an ephemera. And I've got all kinds. These are the bigger ones. You put a backing on it and it's good to go, right? Or you can put a backing on it and then just add more to it. So these are all like focal points. Look at that, a check. $250,000 from 1901, 1907. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. And then these were cutouts from some 12 by 12 papers I had. There were advertisements on it. And you can see here the dotted line. That's usually from a paper pad. So this was from a 12 by 12 and then I just cut it out. This one too. Rome. This was from the old book I bought. And then there's some printed from online. Anyway, so those are the bigger pieces that you can actually make into ephemera. These are like medium-sized papers. A lot of them are from the book. Here's something I started and never finished. That goes in another pile. See, this is a small one. It has a backing, which means I had already started it. So that goes in a different one. Everything that I've started but is not complete goes in another location. So these are, oh, here's another one of those advertisements. This one's pretty small. It should be in the other box. But yeah, so these are all the medium-sized ones. That's from a book. This one is from a magazine I had cut out. This is from a magazine. This was from either a camping magazine or a map for the city, like locally. There's a bunch of pictures of guys. I don't know who they are. They're part of history. Here's Houdini, Robert Houdini. You know, like these are all, and then there's some that are like store-bought. These are from a paper pad, but it's a smaller one. This one I think was a 3x3. This is store-bought. That's a magazine. Like you get them from wherever, whatever looks like something you can use. You just cut it out and use it. Here's something, I don't know if I'll use it. Spot it. This was something for one of the kids, my grandkids. It was in with their item. I don't remember what it was. It was just inside the box in the packaging. Yeah, so whatever you find along the way that you can use. So that's my medium. I have large and medium, and then I have small. Now, I don't have any numbers or words in here. They would be a part of this. It's a lot of the fairy journal, the extras, because it came with stamps and these coin things. And then I've got some borders, which came from, I think, one of the books. You know, that makes a nice border on something. This, I don't know where I got this from. Come on. You know, it's like a label, but it has a trim on the top and the bottom. And then there are these things, which I printed from online. And then this I got, I think, from online. This was from a magazine. And I found some more magazines that I can cut out words from. More fairy. These are from the old books. Because those vintage books were from 1894, 1893, and then the second book was 1926 and 1927. So those came from books. So, you know, like look around, find stuff. And that does not include like your stickers and then anything you stamp or stencil, like those can be a part of this also. Let me just get my cutting boards. I have no idea where I stuck them. As you know, they're right here, right above my head here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting used to this new setup on this table. The other table has not changed, or desk. It's still the adjustable desk. Everything's still the same, but this is the other desk now, where I have the wooden crates here with stuff in it. And so this is where I'm going to be creating, I think. All right. So when I do a journal, the majority of them is a standard piece of printer paper, which is 8.5 by 11, folded in half, which then makes it 8.5 by 5.5, because the 11 gets folded, becomes 5.5. So all of these cannot be bigger than 8 by 5. Now, because of the binding, it would not bother me if it was a little bit less than that, right? But then again, it depends. Are you covering the page? Are you creating a pocket with it? Oh, look at that. This would be a good pocket because there's no upside down writing. Huh. Well, there you go. I can make another pocket back here and just decorate this. There you go. Anyway, so this one is just under 7 and just under 5. So if I make it into a pocket like I just showed, I would not have a problem with the size of it. I might trim a little bit on the edge, but that would not be a problem. Okay, this one is 8 by 5.5. This is too big. 5.5 is too big. So I'm going to take some off. Now I wanted to take a bit off this side because you can see the slotted line. It's not that big of a piece of paper. So I'm just going to go like this. Just guess where it is. And yeah, so this is tissue paper, which got cut off. Tissue paper. When I was doing my Mod Podge and napkins, to make the, whatchamacallit, the booklets, leather, to make that faux leather cover on those notebooks. They're the little square ones like this, white lined paper in it. I just did the covers of them. Well, when I did that, I chose some other cardstock paper, and I have a few floating around. I just did Mod Podge, and then I put the napkin over top. But I forget what happened. This part did not get covered. Oh, it's because I was using scrap pieces. See, when you put napkin on top of napkin, it doesn't get glued down with the Mod Podge because this napkin is stopping the Mod Podge from reaching the second layer. Yeah, so something had happened here, and this never got the napkin. Yeah, I think it was this. Something like this I had put there. Or maybe it was this way. No, probably this way. Something that size. And it didn't take. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, so this I'm going to rip off. There. And that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. My garbage is on my left side now. Oh, that might get a little confusing. Different desk, different sides of garbage. Yeah, so the back looks good now. So now I'm going to cut it on this side down to size. Let's do it. If it's ephemera card, 4.5 or 4.25. We'll do 4.25. Well, yeah, 4.25. Play it safe. There. Where's that part? Did I not cut anything off? Oh, look at that. It didn't cut. I didn't press hard enough. Okay, wait. Let me get my scissors. I tell you, it's one of those days. I made dinner tonight, and it was the same thing. The carrots didn't taste as good as most carrots do. It wasn't that real flavorful, full, sweet taste to it. And then, yeah, there's been a few things going on, and it's just not turning out to be a good day. It's a good day, but you know what I mean? Like, if I nitpick. But anyways, moving on. Let's not nitpick. So if this is an ephemera card, I could cut this down also. You know what? Maybe I should just open it the way I'm used to. All right. So how tall do I want this? There. I did 7 inches. So now it is 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 by 7. And that's fine. This is going to be an ephemera card to go in a pocket. So like if this is a pocket, we could put it in there. Yeah, it's kind of close at 4.5, isn't it? Because if I'm putting a bead of glue, if it spreads too much, that could be tight. Let's go with 4. There we go. All right. I'm happy with that. Because that gives a little bit more room. Yeah, maybe I'll put these two together and put it for my journal. All right, now this one. What is this one at? 7 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay, we can leave the 7 1/4. This is just faux silk paper that has been put onto peel and stick wallpaper. Well, I took that peel and stick wallpaper because it looked like silk. I photocopied it, and this is how it came out. If you can see that, it's like almost like silk, but it doesn't have the texture. It's just paper, but you can see the little white veins all through it. That's supposed to give the effect of silk. Anyways, so we're going to do this in half. So we'll do 4 and a little bit, like 1 or 2 lines. 4 1/4. Okay, let's go 4 1/4. There, so that turns into 2. Now, what's, oh yeah, I said it's 7 1/4. It'll be fine. All right, so I got my small cutter. Now I need my glue. Which glue am I using? I think I'm just going to put that on the edge of my other desk so I have it easy access. Ooh, this doesn't feel too good. Let's see. We're going to put glue along here. Glue along there. Close her up. You can tell this is my old desk. I have that white mark I had purposely put there so I knew where the center was. This had come off over time because underneath the black it's green. Yeah, this is my old cutting mat. All right, so that's glued. We just got to decorate it. We'll put it there. As for the rest of these, I think they're going to be ephemera cards. They're going to be large ephemera cards. Oh, I just happen to be pulled out a lot of pink. I don't know that I like that. Oh, I don't need that there. All right. So now we got to cover this part up. That's floral, so let's see if we can find something that's not floral. Birdhouse. That's pretty. Yes, these are the tissue papers. This is the fabric piece I have. Actually, I wonder if the fabric piece was the one that was on there. Who knows? Mind you, I do have things like this. Oh, I like that. And then maybe I could put the blue lady on it. All right, maybe I won't use the tissue paper. We'll put this to the side because I'm not there yet. I like that because this kind of goes with this background. The blue has nothing. Oh, yeah, there's some purple. Kind of goes. What else we got? Oh, here's something else. Maybe put it a little higher so more of the orange shows. And then I can add some words or something. No. Do. Oh, there's a little owl too. But the owl would go more with this. Actually, yeah, I like that. I like that very much. All right, so we're going to throw that one in there. Where's that blue piece of paper I had? Oh, I got a whole bunch of blue paper. This one's purple. This one would go better on here for the owl. And you know, I know the owl is fall, possibly even Halloween, but I don't go by those rules. I just do whatever makes me happy. Maybe I could do this, and then this, or along the bottom, and then put her up here. I don't know. It's not the same blue, and to me it feels like I'm trying to make it match. Let's not make it match. Here, how about some vintage paper? Cover some of that up. And then put this. Okay, that could work. Could use book page too. The reason why I'm putting her to one side is because remember this part did not get covered. Unless I put this way, which it's not long enough. Do I have another piece that's longer? No. It's also a shorter one. Now, I didn't pull out everything I have. I just pulled whatever I had already in the box. So I'm just working with what's on each side of me. Okay, so what if I do this all the way up? I know I'm covering all the tissue paper, but you still have a strip there. You have the vintage strip on the bottom. Oh, wait, what's on the back side? You cannot be there because I keep thinking everything's for you. You cannot be there. Okay, so what about... No, I already got the pink there. Would this look better? It would only go as far as there. See, all of these together look good to me. I like the darker blue too. This one I don't like because it's the wrong color. But this one is, you can tell, you chose a darker color. But the birds are flying this way, and then I'd have to put it this way. How does that look? No, don't like it. I don't know. I struggle. Sorry, people. I know. You're probably getting frustrated and going, just do it. Just use that one. No, that one. But, yeah. I think I'm just going to use this one. And then I'm going to center, or maybe I'll put her down here so that the flower shows. And then I'll put a word across the top. Spring stroll, or, you know, she's going for a stroll, a walk. and she has an umbrella, or a summer stroll, or I don't know. And it's only showing a strip of white, so that's fine. All right, so let's now cut this to where we want it. All right, we're going to use the smaller one. And I just want to make sure this side is straight. Yeah, it is actually straight. Yep. All right, so what size is this now? Just shy of 10. Oh, wait, is the other side? Yeah, that's the edge of the paper, I believe. There. That should be the right size. No, look at that. It's a little bit shorter. You know what? If it shows on... I'd like to say if it shows a little bit, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, it does matter. I should take a cue from you lovely ladies who have a habit, no, that's right, who have a habit of marking everything before you cut. I should start doing that. Mark everything before you cut. All right, we're going to mark it. This is the width. We're going to go like that. Well, I guess I need a pen then, eh? Or a pencil. There we go. Now let's see how it turns out. Oh, I don't need it on that. Oh no! Did I do it again? I did, didn't I? I measured this, not this. Okay, well, I guess it's not happening. It ain't happening. I'm going to use the orange. I'm going to cut it in half. Not quite half. Just enough to put on the bottom. Okay, so now I need to mark it based on this piece of paper. I'll get it, don't worry. As you all know, I've been away for a bit from doing this. It'll all work out in the end. And I just got more scraps, that's all. All right, so this one goes here. And then this one goes over top. I just got to decide, do I want it down or up? But let's glue this on first. I need a glue stick. Oh, my gluing mat. Ooh. I think for today, oh, I didn't clean it. Okay, well, I'm not using that one. Here, let's use this one because we're doing little things. We don't need a big gluing mat. Oh, that means I got to bring my baby wipes close to this side. Let's hope I got this right. Yeah. Oh, I need my thing too. All right, that one's on there. Okay, now we're going to put the lady on here. Now, do I want her centered? So that I can maybe add some washi tape. Or what else can I put? Oh, that border. No, it's green though. I could put this on it. Cut it down and put this with like a backing behind it. And remember, you don't have to fill it up completely right away. I could just glue this together, and then when I go to use it in a journal, I can customize it a little, like give it something in common with the journal. Do you know what I mean? So you really don't have to do it complete. I like this though. What about the purple one? Would that go with the blue? No, I don't like that. I like this one, the orange on the orange. They're similar in color. But maybe put it on a purple backing. No, I don't like the purple. Not for this. Maybe a pink backing. Wait a minute. I cut the pink into 2 strips. Pink and pink, but this is lighter. Orange and orange. They're the same tone. Brings out this. So it ties this in with these two, and then this with this. I think I'm going for it. I know it's not, you know, conventional. It's not something that you would see a lot. But, sorry, my glue stick is very soft. I almost think you got to buy a whole bunch of them and then just let them sit for 6 months to harden. I think they're too soft, too new. Anyways, so first we're going to cut this down. There's my scissors. But I don't trust myself to do straight lines. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to just take a small sliver because there was a black line there. So that's gone. And that then gives you, see, this is what I do. I look for where the edge of the page. One of these sides should have been the edge of the page. Now, I don't know if it was on the bottom of the page or the top, and this may be a previous cut. But if you look at it, it looks perfect. Like this looks like it was the bottom of a page. So I use that against the lip over here to cut this side. Now, I know this and this is exactly square. So now I can use that to measure the next side. Do you know what I mean? Always look for the straightest edge. And then you have a guide on your cutter. And just make sure, like, because this is too small, the guide only goes up to there. Hopefully you can see that. It only goes up to there, right? Right there. And then it goes in because of this shield, this guard. So because there's not much space there, it's harder to get this perfectly square. So I go by the grid line here. This is as far, the same distance like it is here. And then I'll go ahead and cut. But you know what? That's not enough. So if I go right to the line, it's here. But I think that's too much. So I'm going to come down. Now I can't depend on this being correct because it is actually broken. The two sides, the little tabs, this one broke in half and this one broke in half. So I can't depend on this being accurate because it could shift. See, it has movement. So I have to go by that. So basically, sometimes you just got to eyeball it and hope for the best. There we go. All right, then I'm going to use this to get that out because now it doesn't want to come out. There. I could go a little sliver more. So now I'm looking at this distance here. Looks good. Oh, no. If you look at the cut piece, this side looks a little, ever so slightly. I know I'm nitpicking, but. All right, so now this has more here. So if I push against it, it should be good. Is that where I want it? No, I want it a little bit more. There we go, 1927. Okay, that one's ready for the lady. And these two. I could just even put it on like that too and not have the pink backing. But that's okay. So now, what size is this? We'll say 3.5. A little bit more than 3.5. By almost an inch. So we'll go 1.25 inches. Well, this one doesn't have the inches. This is metric. I need to get a new small one like this because that one's centimeters. And then this one has both, which is good. But that one only has the centimeters. All right, so we want 1.5 inches. And then, what did I say for this direction? We'll go 2 inch. Might not be perfectly square, but whatever. And there we go. And then that will go on here like that. I like that. And I, because of this being the lighter pink, I'm debating if I should put it on the corner, cover this side, and then put it like this. Or do I do it centered? I don't know now. But anyways, and then once that's done, that one will be done. All right, because I'm taking so long, because it's been a while and I'm fussing, let's just move on and I'll glue it behind the scenes and then I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, since I did cut this one smaller, I'm thinking maybe I'll do this with it. Double that up. Right? And then put the owl. Now this is very purple and the owl one is blue. Oh, I wanted the orange too, didn't I? Do we go with the orange and pink again? No. What about if I take this blue, which has a pattern on it? I feel like the pattern goes that way. It's abstract, so it could go any direction, but I kind of like it that way. Oh, look at that. It's almost perfect in length. Okay. Huh. And then this. And then cut it down. I think that's cute. Yeah. So This is another way of measuring. Then you take this and you go by the grid pattern that's on the mat. And I'm looking at this line and this line. And then here it's this line. So I think that's good spacing. All right, so now I'm going to make, I'm not left-handed. I'm going to make a mark here, and one in the middle. There. And then when I go to cut it, I can use this one. I look for my pencil line. Because of the way the light is. So there's that one. And then this one. All right, so that's back into the scraps. All right, so this, with this, with this, and there's another base. Yeah, it's not 100% the same size, but it's just a hairline edging that you can see, which I'm fine with that. All right, so now let's do the next one. This is dry now from the last gluing. Yeah, this is so wet, this glue. I can't wait to finish it so I can pull out my Yoo-Hoo glue. I'm hoping the Yoo-Hoo is going to be better. Oh. A little bit more that way. There we go. That looks better. Not perfect, but that's fine. I need to get used to the idea that things do not have to be absolutely perfect. For those of you who are making things to sell, by all means, do it perfect. You know, you do you kind of thing. But for me, I'm just doing this for fun. And the reason why I'm doing it for fun, I probably will sell my stuff eventually. But because I don't have that much experience, I'm choosing not to sell my stuff. In the future, when I get better at this, and I'm comfortable, and saying that I do this for the next, 5 to 10 years, then I probably will sell my stuff. But right now, I don't feel like it is in good enough condition. Like I'm not that good at it yet. So at this point, if anybody wanted it, I would say, well, you can have it for free, right? But it would have to be someone local. Because the contest I really enjoyed doing, but the shipping was just crazy. Oh my. Like, wow, the shipping. All right. Now, I have more stuff here. So let's do something else. I like this. Oh, it already has a backing. So that's already started. So that goes somewhere else. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, look at this lady. Or do we want to put her on pink? You know, if I do a washi tape border all around, or, just had an idea. I got a fairy sticker. No, her eyes aren't quite down enough to be, she's looking at the fairies. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Oh, I do have this. So I could put her on here, put this down here, and then do washi tape on the two sides. This is a stamp that's clear though. That could work depending on the washi tape. What would I want for washi tape? Should I use my favorite one? This is my favorite one. But it wouldn't go with the vintage look, would it? That one's too big. That could work. Do I have anything that is like a black and white, or there's a real fine one. Wow, I didn't know that they make them that skinny. And it is a black background. Hold on, I'm just unpacking it, shall we say, because it still has its tape on it. I haven't used it yet. Can't find the start. Oh, there's the start. All right. So this is what it would look like. Oh, it's kind of, is it a clear? Yeah, I think it's a clear. So it takes up whatever you put it on. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll do it on all four sides. I like this. It's kind of like a picture frame and a picture frame. You know what I mean? Like an outer frame and then the inner frame. I like this. Okay, the only thing is when I overlap it, it's not going to have the nice, perfect picture frame, you know what I mean? Corners. But I'm okay with that. I kind of like this. Hopefully I didn't go over the line. Nope, over the edge. Looking good. All right, so that's done. Now I just got to cut the edges. I'm going to use my other scissors. I have these fussy cutting scissors. One is curved for when you're cutting around something, and this one is straight. These are my fussy cutting scissors. Because those big ones are just too big to do this. Okay. This side needs a little bit more. All right. Too many little pieces. All right, I think I got them. All right. There we go. All right, where did it go? Here it is. Okay. So now we're going to put her on it. Oh, this side doesn't look straight. I don't know, it didn't look straight. Yeah, it's a little bit off. See? This side's thinner than that side. Whoop, it ended up on the floor. Oh, well. All right, so now we're going to put her a little bit up. What I'll do is these three sides will have equal spacing, and then the leftover will be on the bottom. And then that way it gives room to do this. And I'm going to do it right over the edging, like that. All right, so now, actually, you know what? I don't like my glue stick. I'm going to use art glitter glue. Wow, I don't have any nails. I'm not allowed to have nails with psoriasis. You're not supposed to have nails. Actually, we're going to put it on this way so that I can measure out the sides. Make sure they're somewhat symmetrical. And I see this corner doesn't stick properly. So I'll put a little bit of art glitter glue there too. Now remember, washi stickers, doesn't matter what brand you buy. Some are good and some are not. So honestly, you just need to try them and see. Even within a pack. What happened here? I just glued it down. Like these two came in the same pack. This one needed help. See, it's sticking out. It needs help. This one, I don't know that I've used it, but this one might be fine and this one's not. So just because they come in the same pack, don't think, oh, this whole pack is good. See, this one, the end is not sticking out. Mind you, I don't even know. It might still have the Scotch tape on it. No, it doesn't. It's right here. See? I'm pulling it off. There. It stuck down just fine. But this one, well, I guess we'll see. But check each roll individually is all I'm saying. All right, now this one's curving. It doesn't have a lot of strength. So I think I'm going to put this on the back. It's the same color as this one, but it'll give it a little more strength. I don't want to use cardstock. I'm just going to put it on here. So it's all the same color. See, if I go too fast, you're supposed to go around the edge and then go. There we go. And then we'll just make sure, whoops, it doesn't have to, oh, it does have to be on the paper. It just doesn't have to be perfectly aligned with the gaps. I don't know if this is going to stick now because I pulled it off. Yeah, no, some of the sides aren't sticking. Oh, this side, the tape isn't working either. There we go. We got it. Okay, so now that it's a double layer, it will won't be so flimsy. If you use cardstock, then it's fine. You don't have to worry, right? But when you're using 2 pieces of paper, well, in this case, it's 3 because of this, but then it's, you know, it could be not as sturdy. Hopefully I didn't cut off any. Oh, I did do a sliver of the tape, the washi tape. Oh well, we'll keep that piece though. What's this? This is too narrow. These we'll keep. We'll go on this side now. Just eyeball it. Try not to cut the washi tape. Mind you, it's really hard to not get it. Ooh, I got lucky that time. It is really hard. Now that I have that part straight, should be easier to align this now. Oh, no, I missed a spot. See, that's why I love these little mini ones, because the sliding one, if the blade's not sharp enough, it'll actually rip. Like, napkins are horrible with that one. I like these, like this kind of style, because it cuts so much better. And there we go. Now I just got to put the sticker on. All right, so I like this setup. This could be my working station. Like I said, it's another tripod I'm using. It's not the same tripod for the camera for my phone as the other side. So that both sides have their own camera attachment. Oh, I think I got it finally. And then the adjustable desk has the 2 lights above it. Well, the one closest to this side, I was able to turn it over this way. Is that centered? Nah, it's a little bit off. Okay, that's better. I was able to point it down this way. So this side has 1 light and that one has 1 light. Well, it has 2, but right now there's only 1. Yeah, even Minneapolis is kind of crooked a bit, the house line. But anyways, so there we go. There's another one. So we got that one. We got this one, which is curling because the glue was wet. I don't know. I don't like that. And then this one I still need to glue down. Yeah. So that is it for today's video. I just wanted to play around, get rid of some of my scraps, which we didn't do a lot, but it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. What was I going to do with this? Do it centered? Yeah, and don't worry about that. I believe that's what I said, right? Yeah, so I just wanted to do something on this side and figure out how I want it to be set up. I have to bring the baby wipes here to wipe my thing. I need some tools over here. But I think overall it's working just fine. Oh, I got some glue on the paper. What I should be doing... Oh, look at that. There's glue on it. Why is there glue on it? Huh. I should be doing it this way. I think that way it won't curl towards the front if I do it on the back side. That looks good. Okay, next. That one and that one. So let's glue it onto here. Oh, I need my tool. For smaller things, I use this thing. And then you put it on here. And then we take that one. It's because our fingers are too thick. And so this way you can use this and it's easier to put it down and to center it and all that. I'll flip it over and I'll do this again. And there we go. Oh, I can trim a little bit off the edge. This one on the bottom I'm not going to worry about. It's so minute. All right. And that's it. So thank you for coming along with me and trying out the new setup. I now know I need some tools over here and I need my glues. This thing doesn't matter because it's to my left. The other desk is on my left. But yeah, I think that it has helped me to see better what is needed on this side, what I can reach over to the other side for, you know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed this. Help me set things up. There's 3 of them. Like I said, we can always add more. The backs of them are plain. They're all you can write on. Even this you can write on. So they're ready to go in the journal. And I will put these as completed journal cards or ephemera. I will put it as completed in a box, like a plastic container, and then we'll just stack them up. And then when I go do a journal, I can just pull the whole box out, like the plastic tote, and then I can go through it and see which ones I want to put in it, right? So I think I have one here. Yep, this IKEA one is empty. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Every time we make some ephemera, I'm going to throw it in here. And I doubt I'll be able to fill the whole thing up. Like, this is pretty deep. You know, it's like probably 5 inches deep. There's no way I'm going to fill this all up. but even, cover the bottom. And that might be enough for one journal. Oh, we never did this one. Well, I'll put it in here with the pockets. And, yeah, we can always decorate it when we put it in the journal. All right, so we got those 3 done. I'm going to take a screenshot. Ooh. And remember to do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. And if you like what my channel has to offer, please hit the like button and subscribe and comment down below. From the stuff I had out, what would you have done differently than I did? What would you add to these? Like I was saying, words, you know, I don't know, tickets, do some stamping. I don't know. What do you think? All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you again as soon as I can come back and do more. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.